What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's live. I'm coming live from the basement. It's your boy Avatar Sports back with another video. Hey, this time we taking a look at the Cincinnati Bengals for the 2021 NFL team preview, motherfucker. All right, see what they talking about. Also brought to you by RotoWire. This is the article I'm reading off of, and here we go. Sharing y'all about the Bengals. Okay, look. Joe Burrow tore his ACL and MCL his rookie season, and this lack of protection of vote comparison to the rookie seasons endured by David Carr and Andrew Luck. The Bengals passed on Penei Sewell in the draft, gambling that the additions of Riley Reiff and Jackson Carman will be sufficient. Now, based on that, let's see Riley Reiff. I think they're offensive linemen. Let's look. Okay, so Riley Reiff is a 32-year-old offensive tackle. Cincinnati's offensive line received a boost in his former new starting right tackle. He was a regular starter for the Vikings O-line over the last 4 seasons. He is older, so basically they got a starting right tackle from Cincinnati, almost at the Cincinnati Vikings, from the Minnesota Vikings. And who's Jackson Carman? I assume he's offensive lineman also. He's a 21-year-old guard picked with the 46th overall pick in the NFL draft. So, okay. So, basically, they passed on a surefire Hall of Famer and drafted they drafted O-lineman and got one for agency because I remember they did pick up a receiver. So, my thoughts on that is, if you feel like you got a Hall of Fame receiver and you can make up for it by passing up on this surefire Hall of Famer Penei Sewell by drafting one O-lineman and get him in the free agency, you feel like you kind of cover your bets. That depends on how bad was the O-line the previous season, and obviously was bad enough that Joe Burrow kept getting fucked up. Okay, so I'm not gonna ding him too bad, because as a quarterback you do need weapons. I think having a good receiver also protects your quarterback, because if the receiver, if you have a better receiver, of course your quarterback holds the ball a lot less longer. But let's look at the off-season moves, shall we? Of course, Riley Reiff from the Vikings locks down the right tackle, who led up to the call of Jamar Chase over Penei Sewell. Trey Hendrickson, the DN from the Saints. He had 13.5 sacks last year, but can he produce without Cameron Jordan? Wow, that's a great question. Jamar Chase, number 1 first round 5th pick out of LSU. He reunites with Joe Burrow after opting out of the 2020 season. And Shadod Asuz, can't pronounce that nigga name, but he's a cornerback from the Cowboys, replaces William Jackson in year 2 of the team's secondary revamp. Key losses: AJ Green goes to the Cardinals, went out with the thud. Carl Lawson, they lost the DNs to the Jets. They paid him. They lost William Jackson, the corner, and they lost DT. They lost a lot of things on defense, seems like, and a receiver. So it only makes sense to get Jamar Chase. That makes a lot of sense now. And the defense is gonna be pretty fucked up. So right now, what I'm getting so far is they boosted up the O line and receiver position, but they lost a lot on defense. So shit. If you want to be honest, nobody expects them to make any real noise in that division. You have the Steelers, you still have the Browns, and of course you have Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. I think at this point, the Cincinnati Bengals are just trying to build on something, but they better hurry before I have to pay Joe Burrow. So if I was them, this next draft and off season, I'm getting him defense and weapons. Defense, weapons, and protection. That's easier said than done. But I guess my main focus would be on defense. If you can keep the game low scoring, then you always have a chance, right? So I'll just focus on defense, because that always helps out a rookie quarterback more than anything. Look under the hood. Zach Taylor, year 3, offensive coordinator. Brian Callahan, he runs the West Coast wide outside zone. Defense coordinator Lou Amarato, year 3, he runs a 4-3 scheme. The 2021 Vegas projected wins is 6.5, 28th. So basically, they're going to be in a lottery. I know the NFL doesn't have a lottery, but if it was the NBA, they'd be in a lottery this year. So they're going to be a dumpster fire, according to this report. Last year, there was a dumpster fire at 4-11-1. There was damn near last in points. Damn near last in points allowed. They were just a bad football team overall. And the Pro Football Focus all-out rank was number 30th. Wow, so they definitely need help on offensive line. I probably would got, but they did get 2 offensive linemen this offseason. Of course, the projected 2021 depth chart is Joe Burrow, Brendan Allen, Joe Mixon, Samaj Pernier, Trevion Williams, Chris Evans, receiver number 1, Tyler Boyd, Mike Thomas, receiver number 2, Jamar Chase, Auden Tate, receiver number 3, T. Higgins, Trent Taylor, tight end, Drew Sample, C.J. Uzomah, offensive line, Jonah Williams, Xavier Sufala, Trey Hopkins, I'm killing these names, Jackson Carman, Riley Ritleff, and they rank this website ranks at number 25, kicker, Evan McPherson, Austin Seibert. Pretty much what I'm getting from this article as we do this preview, this team is going to stink, pretty much. They're still rebuilding. The top storylines, hold that line. At pick number 5 in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Bengals were presented with a dilemma. Should they take a potential generational offensive tackle to protect Joe Burrow's blind side? They should have. The more I think about it, they should have. An Oregon's Penei Sewell, or should they give him a potential generational wide receiver to throw in LSU's Jamar Chase? You can't go wrong. It's like Hall of Fame. I keep going back and forth. It is what it is. Burrow's rookie campaign was wrecked by ACL and MCL tear week 11 against Washington, but he was under consistent pressure all season long, getting hit 8 times per game. So one can easily see the case for drafting Sewell. The Bengals ultimately opted for Chase, but that doesn't mean they ignored the offensive line. Of course, they signed Riley to start at right tackle after a salary cap casualty with the Vikings. Jackson Carman from Clemson was taken in the second round of the draft to bolster guard. He's a project. It's still up for debate whether he'll be ready to start immediately. They're also counting on a left tackle in the 2019 first round of Joe Williams to improve after an injury-marred season. In addition to Carman, Bengals also drafted Deontay Smith from East Carolina in the 4th round and Trey Hill out of Georgia in the 6th round. The other big change was rehiring Frank Pollock to the offensive line and coach after Jim Turner's disastrous regime under Zach Taylor. Who is Dante Smith and Trey Hill? Who the fuck is that? Let's see who they are. Okay, Dante Smith is the O-lineman. Okay. I figured that. And Trey Hill. Is he O-lineman too? He's a center. Okay. So pretty much, even though they didn't draft Penei Sewell out of Oregon, that generational talent out of Oregon, they in the last 2 years they made 5 dedicated offseason moves, pickups to reinsure the offensive line. So theoretically, they shouldn't be number 30th. Maybe they're 25. Okay, maybe so they can hit 8 times a game. He gets hit 6. And in football, and just in life, period, you improve by the margins. Cutting the chase, let's be clear, Bengals didn't settle for Jamar Chase. He was a clear standout and Joe Burrow's top target at LSU during the quarterback's 2019 Heisman effort. That season, Chase worked ahead of Justin Jefferson, catching 84 passes for 1,780 yards and 20 touchdowns in 14 games. Chase opted out last year's assuaged some fears related to that by running a 4. Okay, basically, you're in a 4.38 and 40-yard dash at LSU's pro day before the draft. Oh, man, he's going to be a monster. We do know departures of AJ and John Ross, they left. He joins T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. I won't be fooled again when Joe Mixon signed a 4-year, $48 million contract extension last August to lock the Bengals into committing him through thick and thin. The 2020 season provided a lot of thin gruel. However, Mixon struggled to average just 3.6 yards per carry through the team's first 6 games before a foot injury eventually ended the season. But he was listed as a day. Well, of course, your running back's going to struggle if you have the worst offensive line in the fucking game. So I'm not surprised on that. Let's look at the stocks. The stock is high on T. Higgins. Stock is low on Tyler Boyd. Their tight end, they're really excited about CJ Uzuma. And their pivotal player is Joe Burrow, of course, as the quarterback. And the medical tent, Joe Burrow is coming off an ACL, MSC tear. Joe Mixon coming off a broken foot. Injuries also sustained to the quarterback, Trey Waynes. And that's pretty much the outlook. I think basically, so my mock-up of this is, look, they have a new quarterback. He's a star. The O-line sucked. It cost him his rookie season. They made dedicated moves to bolster up the O-line. And they did sign their running back, Joe Mixon, but it didn't matter because O-line sucks. So right now, their focus is O-line, 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 offense, offense, offense. That's the motto here. That was damn near the worst team in the league. So hopefully, instead of picking number 5 in the draft, next year they might be picking number 10. Hey man, it's your boy Avatar Sports. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video. Peace.